I'm sorry you had to get dragged into this, Sayori.
Well, I probably would have gotten involved sooner or later. Obviously, I wouldn't have wanted to get involved like this, but... You're my boyfriend, Hallie, and I love you.
Well, I made you a promise, Sayori, to be there for you no matter what.
And I'm not...
No. And I'm not going to break my word to you. Not now, not ever. Sayori stares off into space, madly blushing for at least a half a minute.
Well, now that we're on the same page...
Yeah? I'm glad you came over.
Yeah, me too.
I'm not ready to go back tomorrow, though. I don't really see how we're going to move on from what happened today. The club might be finished, in all honesty.
Hallie, we have to go back. We have to try to fix things. I'm sure that everyone will be much more calm tomorrow.
I mean, Monica got hit in the face, Sayori. We both saw that. And Yuri did say all those awful things to you. Are you really up for forgiving them?
I believe in second chances, Hallie. So, I'm going to try my hardest.
I know you will. Well, if you're going, then I'll come too.
I'm glad to hear that.
We sit for the next few minutes in silence. I have to admit, I respect Sayori's willingness to give people second chances, and I should be incredibly grateful that she's giving me another chance too. But I'm not sure if I can see myself doing the same, no punctuation, unless... Hey, Sayori.
Yeah?
I think I might have an idea for how to repair the club, and for how I can get around to forgiving everyone.
What is it?
Well, I think going forward, everybody needs to be on the same page with each other. And what I mean is that not only do we tell people that we're together, but you come clean about your depression. Sayori gazes off in deep thought. If this is my one chance to make things right again with Sayori, the least I could do is help her get a better handling of herself.
I see where you're coming from with that, Hallie, but I don't know if that's really the right time or place for that.
Well, just think it over for me, okay?
I'll sleep on it. This day has been exhausting.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Well, I'm glad that we talked things through.
Yeah, me too. Just promise things will be better this time, Hallie.
I promise. Sayori and I share a smile with each other before she checks her watch.
Well, I need to head out now, Hallie. I have a lot to do.
I don't blame you.
I'll see you tomorrow.
You too. I lead Sayori out the door and gently close it behind her. I then peek out the window as she walks off back to her place. That wasn't too bad, I mumble to myself. Sayori's handling this a lot better than I thought she would. I'm glad I stayed true to our relationship, otherwise things might have panned out far worse. It's going to take time for things between us to heal, but hopefully we can focus on that after we resolve all the drama. Hopefully everything will be fine tomorrow. After finishing my nightly routine, I finally collapse on my bed, letting its comforting feeling take me with open arms. As I slowly drift off to sleep, I begin to reflect on my talk with Sayori earlier. I'm glad that we were now on the same page with everything. But it's not over yet. I have no idea how I'm going to bring myself to forgive Yuri, let alone how exactly I'm going to convince Sayori to get on board with my idea. Heck, how am I going to convince anyone to accept my relationship with Sayori? Oh well, I can't do anything about it right now. Regardless of how everything plays out tomorrow, it's certainly going to be stressful. It's best to try not to think about it too much and just save up my energy. Hopefully there's no more stupid nightmares, too. With my prayer complete, I finally drift off to sleep.
I seriously wish you didn't try to make amends with Sayori, but that hopefully won't matter much to my calculations.
That's all that changed there, really? I know she said she's going to make things up with Natsuki after what she said, but can she? Will Natsuki even give her that chance? And how is she going to settle things with Yuri? She's clearly not comfortable with the idea of me being with somebody else. But I trust Sayori. I'm sure she can convince Yuri and the others to back off and respect our relationship. As soon as I walk out the front door, I already spot Sayori waiting for me on the sidewalk. Hey, Sayori.
Hello, Hallie.
Sayori's voice drifts off into a whisper as she anxiously stares in the direction of the school. I can't say I blame her. Neither of us were really looking forward to today. I decided to speak up as a way to try to motivate us. Well, we knew this was coming. We're going to have to go back and face them.
Yeah. I've never really been one for conflict. I always hated it. It's so mean and nasty. And I hate seeing everyone act like that.
I know you do. But going back is our only way to fix this. Maybe... Sayori nervously looks off again in the direction of the school. Though I can tell she's not just thinking about the club meeting today. What's wrong? Sayori nervously laughs. Well, that's not exactly an optimistic sign.
Hallie, I've been thinking about something.
Yeah?
Call it a long shot, but I think it might help to heal the club if everyone from this point on was honest with each other. I've been thinking about your idea, and well, I think we should try it for the good of the club. For the good of the club.
Sayori's voice trails off. I'm not sure if she's really up to this. Are you sure, Sayori?
Hallie, look.
Sayori brushes up against me and takes my hand in hers.
If for whatever reason things don't work out, it's fine. I'd hate to lose them as friends, but I'll always have you. I'm glad that I'm your girlfriend. Even though we've had our ups and downs, in the end, I think everything's going to be okay.
Yeah, maybe the apostrophe is up is and down is.
Your real friends are the ones who stick by you in the end.
Oop, I clicked out.
Like how you're here for me now, always taking care of me.
I just know I could have done a better job, Sayori. This is all my fault.
I bear some responsibility too, Hallie.
Well, yeah, wrong sense of bear. It's gotta be like spelled like the animal bear.
They clearly have a misunderstanding with me, and well, I need to sort it out.
We're really doing this together then, huh?
Yup.
I guess I wouldn't have it any other way. Sayori releases my hand and glances up at me with a hopeful, optimistic look in her eyes I haven't seen before. Leave it to her to end up doing the inspiring for me. Well, let's put this energy to good use. After a brief nod to each other, we begin our walk to school, ready to face down whatever might come our way. As soon as we walked through the front door, I felt a rather unsettling feeling hanging in the air. At first, I wasn't sure if it was just me, but when I returned to Sayori, I knew she felt it as well. Maybe it was just all in our heads, maybe it was something we ate, but I can't say I've ever felt like this before. Sayori turns to me, staring wearyingly. Wearyingly? Wearyingly? Is that what they meant? I forced a smile, and that seems to be enough to reassure her that we're doing the right thing. As we were walking to Sayori's class, the hallways become increasingly crowded as students make their way to their first class. But even that feels off. Hardly anybody's talking to each other, and aside from the occasional sound of somebody opening or closing their locker or walking past us, there's hardly an audible sound throughout the hallway. Sayori and I share an uncomfortable look before we just decide to wave each other goodbye as I make my way to my own class. Yeah. So none of that changed at all. None of that changed even a little bit. We're gonna comfort Sayori this time. I take a deep breath and gently put my hand on Sayori's shoulder. Sayori, I know now what it took for you to work up the courage to ask me out after knowing me for all these years. I know that just to even admit to me that you had depression, it took a lot of guts. You know, this reminds me of that one time when we were kids. You remember that meadow we used to go to? Sayori simply nods. Remember how I had to push you to jump that fence so we could get to there faster?
Yes?
There was that one time you were so insistent that you could do it without my help. But then, just like now, you hesitated. You were afraid of falling and hurting yourself.
Well, I fell, didn't I?
Sayori lets out a nervous laugh. I'm talking about the other time, silly.
Oh.
I playfully shake my head at her. Point is, I had to encourage you to jump that fence. I'd always go first to show you how it was done. The entire time I waited on the other side, not knowing how you felt or what was going through that head of yours. But you did do it. You got up onto the top of the fence pretty easily, at least.
Yeah, I remember now.
You remember how you got stuck up there. You were afraid of falling and hurting yourself, but I promised that I'd catch you if it came to that. Sayori's eyes continue to tear up as she remembers the story with me. I gently take her hand in mine. After cheering you on, you finally made your way down.
But I messed up. I fell.
And I caught you. You were safe.
Yeah, I guess I was, wasn't I?
Yes. I smile warmly at her as I put my hands on her cheeks. Our eyes lock onto each other, our faces barely a few inches apart. Just to even try to climb that fence, all by yourself, to me that was so brave of you to do, Sayori. I was proud of you then, just like I am now. And I guess I caught you again, didn't I? You'll be fine, and we'll get to enjoy all these crazy adventures again. I wouldn't want to do it with anyone. That spot's reserved for my one true love. You mean you wouldn't want to do it with anyone else? Sayori's face is now totally red from both crying and blushing. It's a miracle that I haven't cracked a tear yet myself, but it's definitely getting there. Hopefully I can hang on for a few more minutes. Sayori, I don't know what it was that made you like this, but maybe I've been where you have. Talking about this with me and everyone is the first step in facing those rain clouds, so that the sun can shine and we can play in the meadow again. I finally crack a tear. Sayori full-on embraces me.
I love you so much, Hallie.
I love you too, Sayori. More than you may realize. I help Sayori stand up, our eyes continuing to lock onto each other. I've never seen her this happy before. After everything that's happened in the last 24 hours or so, it's hard to believe we finally got to this point. It's not over yet, though. Come on, let's get back. I hear the door swing open. Maybe it's Natsuki. I think she wanted to go looking for Sayori with me. Hell, probably everyone's looking for us now. How long have we been gone for? It's all right, Natsuki, I found her. I turn around and I'm surprised to see who it is standing at the door. It's not Natsuki. It's not even Yuri. It's...
Monica!
Sayori and I stagger back, surprised at Monika's sudden entrance. I shake off my nerves and speak up. Oh, hey, Monika. I didn't know you were going to look for us.
I was looking for you, Hallie.
She eerily grins at me as she takes a step forward. Monika's words send a chill down my spine. Her creepy grin doesn't help it either. Well, you found me. I found Sayori, too. We can head back to the club room now. Oh, shut up, Mom. 8 o'clock. Bleh. I turn to Sayori, who seems just as uncomfortable being alone with Monika as I am.
So you're all squared away, then. You guys are going to stay as a couple, huh?
Her expressions are causing her to jitter back and forth. Yeah? Why?
Well, that's too bad. I guess we're going to have to do this the hard way, then.
Sayori and I stare at each other in confusion. The hard way? What are you talking about? Out of nowhere, a thunderstorm rolls up on us. What the hell? Wasn't it sunny just a minute ago? The next thing I know, it's nighttime and all the stuff in the classroom has vanished. Not only that, but we're all standing in different spots.
Guys, what's going on? I'm scared.
I turn to Monika, who's standing completely still in the middle of the room with her eyes closed. Monika? She doesn't respond. Monika? I say loudly. I reach my hand out to put on Monika's shoulder. Monika, are you alright? I put my hand on Monika's shoulder. She still doesn't respond. There was something there. I immediately fall backwards and scurry away from Monika. Epilepsy warning, dear viewer. I look up at Monika to see her eyes glow an emerald green as she stands before us, motionless. Sayori cries out for help as loud as she can.
Scream all you want. It won't save you.
Monika teleports right next to Sayori and tightly grabs her shoulder. Sayori again yells in pain as she is forced to her knees by Monika. Meanwhile, I find myself at the back of the room, unable to get up or speak. What the hell is going on? What is this? Sayori tries to fight to get Monika off of her, but she too seems to be frozen in place.
I've waited a long time for this.
Without warning, Sayori's body is broken apart into little pieces that repeatedly revolve around themselves mid-air. I honestly can't believe what I'm seeing. This can't be real. This has to be another dream. Sayori disappears into nothing, leaving Monika and I alone in the room together again. Only that the room seems to have changed yet again. I'm now sitting in a chair facing Monika, who is still staring at me through her glowing eyes. I look out the window to see that it's no longer raining or sunny out, but it looks like space, so there's darn text stuff. I look back at Monika, who still maintains her blank stare. I'm getting out of here. I don't know how, but I manage to force myself out of the chair and sprint to the doorway. However, surely enough, the door slams in my face as soon as I get there. What the hell? I go to turn the doorknob, but it's jammed shut. This has to be some kind of joke. I try pushing the door open, but it won't budge. What the fuck is going on? I turn around and I see Monika slowly walking towards me. I begin pounding on the door, screaming for Natsuki, or Yuri, or anyone to help me. The closer Monika gets to me, the more lightheaded I become. I can't see straight. My breathing becomes ragged as I feel splitting pain in my head. I think there's blood in my eyes. Monika towers over me, the emerald light glowing in the place of her eyes. She slowly outstretches her hands to me. No, stop! Get away from me! Get away! I slowly lose my consciousness as I feel Monika's cold hand grab my throat. I begin to feel as if everything in my body is rushing to my throat. I would vomit, but my stomach feels entirely empty and my throat numb to the point where I can't even tell if it's still there. I try to let out a cry for help, but not even a squeak comes out. My lungs are on fire, begging for me to take a breath. I can't even feel my arms and legs. My head is spinning and at a million miles an hour. It feels totally weightless. My vision is filled red with blood. I try to look to see if there's anything I can use to defend myself, but my eyes won't stop looking at Monica's. I can't feel my arms and legs. They've gone completely numb. It's no use. I can't do anything. So this is what it feels like to die. I finally lose consciousness with the last thing I see before everything goes dark is Monica's glowing green eyes.
I'll see you soon. I just need to run a quick little errand.
Skip! And then this stuff happens. Yeah, the game breaks for whatever reason. There's just no other way. We're gonna explore other options. There has to be something else I can do. As I look at the console, I notice that I have the ability to type in. What if I could enter something else entirely? Or would that even work? Well, it's either that, or Monica kills them. She may even kill me.
Is something wrong, Hallie?
You know you're asking a lot from me right now. Just give me a minute. Monica suspiciously stares as Sayori, Yuri, and Natsuki remain frozen in place. Each of their eyes are locked onto me, however. I can feel the fear within them. I face back to the console. Maybe there's something that can take away Monica's powers, at least temporarily. But it's down to my best guess. If Monica says I'm some avatar for someone else, well, I'd really appreciate their help right now. What do we enter in? What would Monica make the code? Assuming it even exists. Monica's the type of person to plan for contingencies. She's had a long time to prepare for this. Maybe the code could have something to do with the girls or the club. That's all Monica has ever known. Looks like I'm going to have to guess here. I erase Monica's pre-written command, so the console is now completely empty. Okay, what do we enter in here? Input your command. I don't actually know what I'm supposed to put here, but fortunately I know how to access the save menu at any time. If they said, I noticed in like the comments on the thing, they were like, there's lots of codes you can put in not to overthink it. I guess I'm gonna type in Sayori, because we're on her route. I'm inputting Sayori. Sayori, Yuri, and Natsuki are dropped to the floor and let out a collective gasp as Monica stands dazed and disoriented.
What did you do? My head!
Monica clutches her forehead and staggers back. Sayori is the first to stand up.
What was all that?
Monica spins around to face Sayori.
What? Why aren't you being suspended? No matter.
Monica snaps her fingers. To her surprise, nothing happens.
No.
Monica looks at her hand in complete astonishment.
Why aren't my powers working?
Monica then turns to me and stares with a vengeful look in her eye.
You took away my powers? How?
You gave me no choice, Monica. I'm not going to let you kill them just to take some sort of happy ending for us. It's not worth it.
You don't know what you've just done.
Monica attempts to walk towards me, but she's immediately held back by Sayori and Yuri.
No, you don't. You're done hurting people, Monica. It's the end of the line for you. Release me, or I will kill you all with my bare hands. Don't kill on it, Monica. There's 4 of us and only 1 of you. If anyone's getting killed, it's you. Kill me and this world ends. This place can't exist without me being alive. Like we believe that. Brave words coming from the trash diver. Oh, that's it.
Maybe I should step in here. No, we're gonna let them kill them because that's sure. Honestly, Monica deserves whatever she's going to get. I simply stand silently and cross my arms as I watch the action unfold. Natsuki takes a swing at Monica's face. Her fist connects hard with Monica's jaw. Monica yelps in pain and is dragged to the ground by Sayori and Yuri.
You know, I got an idea. Natsuki, switch places with me, please.
Yuri and Natsuki switch spots, with Yuri now standing in front of Monica.
If Monica was so insistent on killing us, well, I say we should return the favor. Wouldn't you girls agree?
Yuri slides a knife out from under her sleeve as Sayori and Natsuki shout in agreement. Monica, on the other hand, is frozen in shock as she sees Yuri's knife.